I love it when Slick Rick tells us, here we go. Still great that DJ Raw B, who, by the way, is due for an appearance on this show. He's always dropping new music and releasing new records. He produces all these hip-hop guys in Southern California. And we got to get DJ Raw B back on the show. He is the guy that made that our theme song. Here we go. And let's not forget Jeff Winkler, my main man Winks. He did all the artwork and all the imagery on the show open that we have. So anyway, shout out to Raw B, shout out to Winks. Tony, we are breaking new ground here on PMP on a daily basis, but something just occurred literally within the last 3 minutes. It's never happened before. We literally just booked a guest at about 7:58. And Tony said, it actually went through my head today. I'll give you the whole play-by-play, and then we'll get into the show. We were sitting here talking about, okay, tonight we got to talk free agency. Fareed's coming on the show. I can't wait to talk to Robot Centaur, by the way. I hope his daughter's feeling better. Looking forward to chatting with him. He's one of my favorite dudes. And, the Warriors, their whole mishap thing that's going on with their third straight loss, that game really tore the guts out of me last night. World Baseball Classic, we're busy. We got a lot going on. So the Niners get this defensive tackle from the Dallas Cowboys today, Osa Odigizua. I think that's correct. Anyway, Tony goes, Paulie Mack, did you talk to Rags about coming on the show? And I was like, well, no, because we already had Fareed booked, and we don't usually do two guests in the show. We like to kind of stretch it out. So we're going to compromise. What we'll do is we'll do two shorter pieces with two guests tonight. And Rags quickly accepted the invitation. Thank you for that, Rags. We're going to bring him on in just a few minutes. So a lot of Niners. Who's that for? Me? Who's that? What?
That's for both of us because, Molly,
Creative Tony, yeah, what you doing now? You coach your little league, yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
Like to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
that's all.
Dude, a whole bunch of reactions. First of all, I don't even remember the last time we played that. We forget weekly. Thank you for that. I wouldn't have remembered again, but I'm glad somebody around here did. And also, just a quick update, straight from the PMP Familia, straight from the pipeline. Patty from Napa, queen of the scene, Miss PMP herself, PTN, or actually it would be PFTN, Patty from Napa. Or no, excuse me, take 3. PFN, yeah, Patty from Napa. I got a high school diploma. I was going to say, Patty is reminding us, I didn't even know this. Happy birthday to Particle Patton. And Tony, she is a super, so let's show the queen the proper respect with a little business time. Yeah. Yeah, I need it. Yeah.
Come on, man. This is from Patrick Patton. There you go, dude.
You know what? Leave that up there for a second. This is great. It's funny, Tony. I spent and happy birthday, Mr. Particle Patton. You are a talented visual artist. Obviously, we love your work here on the show. We thank you for your contributions. I could watch that all night, man. The train coming by while Terrapin's playing. Count me in. I hope that's what heaven is like. I really do. Like when I finally go, and I hope I'm going to heaven for God's sakes. Shout out Grateful Dead. Go to heaven. You know what I mean? The record, Go to Heaven. I want to say they're all wearing the white suits. You've seen the cover, right? Yeah. It's a good album, dude. You got Althea, Alabama Getaway, Lost Sailor, Same Circumstance, Don't Ease Me In. A lot of good tracks.
Great album, Paulie, but I actually think I might try and find that album cover for you and maybe make a poster or frame it and give it to you as a Christmas gift or something.
I'd hang it proudly.
Right? Can you imagine walking into somebody's house and seeing that album cover framed on somebody's wall? Dude?
Yeah, dude, Garcia's got the tinted glasses on. It's straight. It's 1980. You know what I mean? The suits, they're all still pretty thin. Anyway, I want to leave this visual up because I spent the day in San Francisco today in the city, and I got to tell you, it was one of those days.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so spectacular, man. It was like they reminded me, like, that's why I live here. It's days like this is why I love this city so freaking much, and I love the Bay Area, but San Francisco always is kind of my is going to be my ultimate home. I've spent more years in the city than out of the city, and when I see that kind of visual, it reminds me. I drove down Haight Street today, and I haven't been down Haight in a while. It's doing great, although I got to say, when you get down to the record store Amoeba down near the park, when you get to like Haight and Stanton. Dude, remember when there used to be the gritty days of the Haight, dude? And it was gritty, folks. Yep. You should have seen the Haight in the early 90s, man. It was insane up there. But anyway, there used to be a really ratty, rundown McDonald's right next to the Amoeba.
Yep.
Right across the street from the Whole Foods, which I always found kind of a funny contradiction. You got like the healthiest stuff in the world and the worst stuff in the world, like 10 feet away. But they have leveled that McDonald's. It's gone now, and they put condos up. Have you seen the big monstrosity? Yeah, there's a huge condo complex there now, which doesn't fit the Haight. It doesn't really fit that well in my mind, but the changing of the city will continue. And I'm just saying, it was just great to be in the city today, and the spiritual home of the Grateful Dead on Haight and all that bit. It was nice.
Here, I'm trying to get a bare version of that album cover just to give everybody a healthy taste. Yeah. Dude, look at that. Come on, man. So do they have like a fan, and is it blowing their hair?
100%. There's got to be a fan involved. Has to be. Yeah.
I mean,
I want my hair to blow back, y'all. Make sure it's tilted up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Blow that fan. Yeah. I'm doing Bobby. Yeah.
The stash on Mickey is just, and Kreutzmann.
Well, Kreutzmann looks like straight out of like Boogie Nights right there. He looks like he could be Dirk Diggler's dad with that porno.
He's giving me Bill Murray vibes big time right there.
Great call. That's a really, really good call, Bill Murray. Well, I can tell Bill Murray stories. Bill Murray is a friend of the Grateful Dead, by the way. So that's maybe no coincidence there. Scarlet Fire. Jerry needs his briefcase. 100%. You want to know what, Scarlet Fire? I'd be willing to bet serious money that briefcase was close by. I bet you it was close by. Might have been right at his feet with a one of those handcuffs on it. You know what I mean? Anyway, Tony, great to be here. We do have ourselves a night flight to get into. I want to shout out Don Peralta right out of the gate. You guys have no idea how much work this guy does for the show every single day that people don't really. I know we appreciate it, but I think people don't realize how much time he puts in. And Don, we're going to showcase some of your stuff tonight. He made a really beautiful RSVP for the opening night party. We'll share that later on. So anyway, Don Peralta we dedicate the show to you tonight, buddy, for all you do. And we thank you as well. Oh, and Patty from Napa, Queen of the Scene on Miss PMP, PFN. Just from me to you on the show real quick, I Federal Express that package to you. So you're going to be getting a little package of business cards and all that stuff. You'll have it on Friday. Okay, Tony, how you doing, buddy? I got to catch my breath. That was a long opening rap from me. How are you? How was the game with Dom? How's everything going over there in the peninsula, buddy?
I'm good, man. Fresh off of Little League Baseball. Tip of the cap to the Padres that we just played. Brooks Baskin, great dude. Coaches a great team. And we got our butts handed to us on opening day, and then we came back and won tonight. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun out there at Arguello Park in San Carlos. So 5:15 first pitch. We got done at like 7:20, and then I'm racing home to get on the show. So I'm feeling good. My voice is a little, because you're giving a lot of coaching encouragement.
It's like Ted, the teddy bear in the movie Ted, when he fell off the green monster and he got broken in half, tumbling in slow motion. He got ripped in half, and then when they're patching him back together, Mark Wahlberg's like, "Ted, how you feeling?" I used to use this on the soundboard at KMBR. I had this one. You loved this cut, Tony. When they're putting them back together, and Wahlberg's like, "Ted, how you feeling?" He goes, "Well, I'm a little mucked up," and he's like, his mouth is all numb and stuff. You might want to beep that. Sorry, Kron. What's up, Kron 4? What's up, YouTube and Twitter and the whole Instagram army out there? We appreciate you guys. Thank you for giving us a few minutes tonight. So good. Dom played well. Your son, how was his drip? He had all the right stuff on, flaps and mitts and everything. Yeah.
They all got the drips. There's no oven mitts allowed on the team, but they all got the drip. And Dom, they all just have their little. And eye black is no longer just a streak across the face. It's like a smudge down the cheek.
Dude, I want somebody to do like the Tommy Lee shout at the devil with the 2 stripes. Someone just should put 2 stripes on the cheek for no reason of eye black. Remember that?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I got to give this kid a shout out on our team. His name's Reese. And dude, first of all, Reese's walk-up music is Detroit Rock City, by the way.
Respect.
Okay.
Respect.
And Reese decided to make an eye black mustache today. So
Okay.
instead of putting it under his eye, he showed up with it under his eyes. Next thing you know, did a mustache.
Is he a joker? Is he a prankster?
Oh,
Okay.
Great. I mean, we have a team of a bunch of kids, a lot of fun. Jimmy Hanna on the mound tonight, 4 strong innings, great stuff. Really fun, dude. I just love Little League because it's just all comers, it's like it's not travel ball. And by the way, dude, like I saw a great tweet today that said Mark DeRosa and Team USA needed the travel ball dad, and if you know the travel ball dad who knows all of the tiebreaker rules, because there are those dads that exist.
I was like the only guy that didn't have the encyclopedia memorized front to back. I'm like, you guys you got to find something else to do with your lives, man. I mean, some of these parents, they get over the top with it. We've talked about it. Yeah.
But yeah, we can talk about Mark DeRosa later on in the program.
We will. Yeah, and dude, how about the Team USA running into the wrong bunch of paisans, man? Wrong bunch of paisans, wrong place, wrong time. Those boys from Italy meant business. And dude, the fact that Dave Righetti is part of the staff, that's all I need to know. First of all, I got a little Italian in me. I know Tony has a little Italian in him, so we love the Italian culture. We love the Italian people. We love the old country. Tony's been over there. I've been over there. It's magnificent. And the fact that Righetti had his hands in that, dude, I can't tell you how much I love that. Dave Righetti is one of the coolest people I've ever met. Remember my world famous top 10 coolest guys of all time list? It's been noted. It's probably in the Smithsonian at this point. Some of those guys are like irreplaceable. Like Marlon Brando will always be on there. Joe Perry will always be on there. Bruce Bochy will always be on there. And Dave effing Righetti will always be on there. Because these young kids today, Tony, they have no idea what they missed. But I got to tell you, when I was a kid, and I know some of you are, aging as I am, Dave Righetti was a full-on superstar badass with the New York Yankees, among others. And I will never forget him throwing a no-hitter on July 4th, man. You want America? I got a paisan chucking a no-hitter in the Bronx for the New York Yankees. I think it was 1981. Help me, Scarlet Fire. Help me. I think it was 81. I know she's a big Yankee fan. Anyway, I was so happy Righetti was involved too. It was, if anyone's going to beat the U.S., let it be Italy,
Righetti's involved. Ron Wotus is involved. He's the bench coach. Jorge Posada is the assistant hitting coach. Frank Menechino. Remember Frank Menechino with the A's?
Totally. Out of Brooklyn. Frank Menechino out of Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
He's the hitting coach. Dude, Lipso Nava, he was the Richmond Flying Squirrels coach. He was the San Jose Giants coach. He was also the Eugene Emeralds coach. Like the guy he's the third base coach for Italy. So got a lot of reasons to root for Italy. And I loved that win last night because it was just like a nice slice of humble pie for USA.
Yeah, I agree. It's good maybe to get a little wake up call too. Yeah. Yes,
dude. Yes. And it's like, I don't know. And then, Italy went and bailed out the United States today, but by crushing Mexico. So Italy and the United States advance, of course, but the Mark DeRosa thing is, we can get into it, Paulie, but I just wanted to get a couple supers out of the way before we
please do. Here's what I want to do real quick. I want to go supers, Arrow, Dan Coach Emilio, securemoney.com, Arrow, Rags. Arrow.
Rags is in the green room.
I told him to be there. And Rags, thank you so much, dude. You talk about short notice, literally 2 minutes before the show. Rags, can you come on? And of course he said yes. And let's all wish him well. He's still got that hand he's dealing with. So, okay, take care of your supers. We'll do a secure money, and then we're going to bring Rags onto the show because I want to ask him about this guy from Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's business time.
Okay, Paul, it is business time, okay? And it's night flight business time, okay?
It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Can we just throw this into the mix too?
The only mistake you made was asking permission. Don't ask going forward. Don't even ask. Just say, Paulie, stop talking for a second. I got something. Let the bongos roll. Let them roll. Okay.
That's classic, dude. But our supers tonight, just to get started, Patty from Napa getting the show started as a super. She's the one who brought to the table. Happy birthday to Particle Patton, Patrick Patton.
Patrick Patton's badass.
The creator of Particle Land. Yeah.
Yep.
So Happy birthday, Patrick. I hope you have a great day. Happy 311 day for those 311 fans out there like myself. Happy 311 day if you celebrate. And Dom Peralta is a super also. Thank you, Dom. And he says, happy birthday to Zuja as well. So
Wait a
happy
minute, this
birthday.
is Tom's better half. Well, now,
Yes,
see,
yes.
I'm still stuck on the pronunciation. I have to make a confession in front of God and everybody else right now here in the PMP Familia. Dom, when you were introduced, twice this has happened. I've gone face to face with his better half twice. First time was at the Water Bar when we were doing a gig. Second time was up in Mill Valley. We had that big event, the Safe Site Now event. And both events were jam-packed with people, super loud. And my hearing is so freaking bad. Like when I'm in a crowded room, it's the hardest. I have a really hard time hearing what people are saying. I just don't do well in those situations. And I've never, and each time I'm like, I'm sorry, how do you pronounce your name? And then she tells me and I can't hear her. So I want to make sure you're pronouncing it correctly. Say it again. And then Dom, thumbs up or thumbs down. To say it, Tony.
I think it's Zuja.
I don't think
Zuja,
that's it.
believe.
I don't think that's it. I think it's like Zasuza, something like that. But again, I'm
No,
definitely,
I think
no. I don't.
So I think it's Zuja, and Noemi is saying like a soft J sound, right? So Juja.
It's tough. Yeah.
But I just gotta tip my cap to her because there's only like a certain type of like woman that could be married to somebody like Dom because he's such a energizer bunny, you know?
Yeah, and he's a night owl. He's up at like 3 a.m. sketching Aussie pictures and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big commitment. You're taking on. I think, let's be honest, dude. Any woman that's ventured into the territory of you, me, Dom, Rags, they all deserve badges of honor. They do. They deserve lifetime compensation and lifetime, psychological health care on behalf of having to deal with us. You know what I mean?
100%, dude. Paulie, you were on the money with that. So I hope that she had a wonderful day and is having a wonderful evening. I mean, what better way to spend your birthday? What?
Juza from Dom himself, or Zuza.
Zuza. I was close with Zuza.
Well, J and Z, he's chucking two different consonants at me now. We talking Z's or J's? Because the first one.
Zuza, is there a better way to spend your birthday than on the night flight with Polymax Particles with us?
I didn't even know this. I would have cut Dom loose tonight. I would have said, Dom, take the night off and go take care of your lady. But I didn't know, so don't blame me, you guys. I really didn't know. And I apologize, Zuza, for holding Dom captive. We're going to cut him loose early. We'll end the show at 9:15 tonight and make sure he pays full attention to his better half. She's a lovely woman, and happy birthday to you. So, any other business times you need to handle, T?
No, I just want to let them know that that Particle Patton and Zuja celebrate their birthday with the Unibrow Anthony Davis, with Johnny Knoxville, with Doc Ellis, just to name a few. Just to name a few.
Doc Ellis, okay. Doc Ellis has been a Particle Land. You know what I'm saying? They made movies about it. They've written books about it. If you ever don't know the Doc Ellis story, Google it right now. Do yourself a favor. All right, Tony, I want to talk about Dan Coach Emilio and SecureMoney.com. This guy, he is another one of these Energizer bunny types that just doesn't effing stop. He doesn't stop helping people, and his thirst for big league baseball cannot be touched. I mean, he is like an ace student. He was out watching I think it was Giants Royals today. Is that who Giants Royals, I think was the game today. In any case, he was sending pictures out and he posted them on Twitter too. They're really cool, of Bruce Bochy and Buster Posey taking in the game today, like a couple of rows away from where Dom was. Really cool picture, Dan. Thanks for sending that in. But when Dan is not at the ballpark, he is helping people like you and me and all of us here in the PMP community. He's over 30 years in the business, in the financial game, helping people out. And let me tell you what, he is a financial advisor of the highest order. He is with SecureMoney.com. That's the website, SecureMoney.com. Check that out and get more information on Dan, the services that he provides. But I'll give you some broad strokes here. Dan is, first of all, 30 years in the business. He's dedicated himself to providing his clients with honest service. That's a big thing with Dan. You got to be a straight shooter because he's a straight shooter. He expects that of his clients, and you will get that in return. Honest and dedicated service with results that you deserve. So listen, we all, have to hustle for money, right? We all got to do one task or another. Some people do multiple jobs, whatever the case is. Once you get that money, how do you protect it? How do you grow it? How do you get into a place where you can give fewer dollars to the government come tax time? This is what Dan is here for. He's going to help you with all that stuff. The focus of Dan's work at securemoney.com, Tony, two things: safety and protection. I'll say it again: safety and protection. By the way, little trivia for Bruce Springsteen here. I bet you didn't know this one. Did you know Bruce Springsteen wrote a track, I think like around the time he was making The River, he wrote a song called Protection, and he gave it to Donna Summer. He goes, Donna Summer, you take this one. Go have a hit on me. He used to do that. He used to give hits away. He gave Patti Smith Because the Night. He tried to give the Ramones Hungry Heart. He wanted to give the Ramones Hungry Heart, and John Landau put a stop to that. He goes, no, you're keeping that one, dude. That one's staying here. That's a true story. He wanted the Ramones. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, John Landau, what's his name? Jeremy Strong plays John Landau, right? Correct?
Yeah, his manager. Yeah.
He's incredible in the movie as well, by the way. Sorry to mean to cut you off. Go ahead, Paulie.
Sorry, back to Dan. That was my fault. I did a Bruce detour. It was uncalled for, and I'll make up for it right now. Anyway, safety and protection. I thought about that because of the protection song. But Dan is committed to helping you never lose money, as I said. Also, assisting you with financial growth and opportunity. And again, helping you maximize your income. You got to, there's more ways than one to skin a cat, and there's more ways than one to grow your money. So let him help you. Let him help you with retirement planning, life insurance, IRA planning, estate planning, 401k rollovers, all that stuff. And then finally, Tony, I'll say, he also has access to guaranteed options, my friends. Guaranteed options. We're talking about paying 7% on 2-year terms and just 8% on 5-year terms. Again, securemoney.com. Dan Cochimilio is a great partner, and he's been a great friend to the show. So let's give him some love, and let's give him some business here, guys. 1-888-960-SAFE. 1-888-960-SAFE. Let him go to work for you and put those 30 years of experience on your side of the street. Thank you, Dan.
Paulie, two things. First of all, do you think Dan has ever done the safety dance? You mentioned safety and protection.
Yeah.
You know, SSSSAAAAFFFFE.
Great call, man. Great call.
He's never done the safety dance. If not, Dan, you might want to do the safety dance. And then also, we haven't really talked about this last couple times we've talked about Secure Money, but you mentioned it, the life insurance aspect of what he can provide for life insurance, man. And I don't mean to get dark, but you got to think about the possibility if something were to happen to you. You need to make sure that the people that you love and that are closest to you and you're near and dear, your kids, your wife, your better half, that they're taken care of. And you want to make those decisions with somebody that you trust and somebody that will take care of you. And that's Dan Cochimilio. So I just wanted to go on the way out here, just mention that something very serious decision, life insurance, to make sure those people are taken care of. So again, like it says on the crawl there, protect what you've built, grow what you have, secure what matters most. What matters most to you other than your family? That's number one, right? Your family, number one. So call Dan today, 860-960-SAFE, 888-960-7233, or email Dan at securemoney.com. Also, nobody is more fired up than Dan for Team Italy. I know that for a fact. I've seen his posts on Twitter.
Yeah.
All about it. He said his parents and grandparents came over from Italy, so he's big on the Italy. Ned Coletti's big on the bandwagon too, and Dan knows Ned. So it's like, go USA, of course.
Yeah,
but also go Italia, man.
I feel you, and that's what's great about this World Baseball Classic is everybody's ethnicity is gets to have a moment. Like one of my buddies down the street here, we have this market up here in San Rafael called Andy's Market. It's a really good spot. I recommend it. A lot of good food in there and stuff. Anyway, one of my buddies who works there is a Mexican guy named Adon. That's his name, Adon. And we rap sports all the time. And we talk baseball, we talk football. And let me tell you what, he's ride or die with Team Mexico. Ride or freaking die. By the way, sorry, Adon. Team Italia dropped another hammer. Dude, they just beat Mexico 9-1 while you were coaching your game. This team, they're not messing around. Team Italy is not messing around.
Espresso and home runs and
red wine, and bread and red wine. Yeah,
dude, and good vibes, man. Like good vibes watching them play last night. And by the way, Bryce Harper. See, I go, and then we're gonna get to Rags here in a second.
I know, Rags, we're already late. Sorry, brother. We're coming.
He's waiting patiently. I just want to say, this is why I ebb and flow and ride a roller coaster with Bryce Harper, because he makes the comment that, the World Baseball Classic's not that big of a deal after they lost to Italy last night. Did you see that?
Well, I did, but he wouldn't have said that if they won the game. He would have talked about how meaningful it is. Yeah.
Oh, Exactly. It's like, come on, dude. Like, come on. Just own it, man. Just own it. You guys partied your asses off the night before the Italy game. Mark DeRosa says it in an interview earlier today, that they partied their asses off, that they were actually it was yesterday. I apologize, the interview. And that's when he admitted that he thought that they had already punched their ticket and that they partied their butts off, and that they were going to be in rough shape for the Italy game. And it's like, and then
maybe a little more discipline then. Maybe we put a little more pride into this thing next time. Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Right.
Well,
So, humble pie all day, but time for rags, Paulie. Time for rags.
Humble Pie live at the Fillmore. I don't need no doctor. Okay, let me just drop that one on you. I don't need no doctor. Great track. John Joseph knows what I'm talking about. I don't need no effing doctor. Okay. NFL free agency is going crazy. One last non-football note, because we're gonna dive into this. We're gonna go into this. We're gonna give you guys some good analysis here and our reactions to all these moves that are going on. But just pouring some out for the Santa Clara Broncos, pouring one out. They fought again. They fought their guts out against the Zags. They had the lead. They were winning at halftime. The Zags put their foot down in the second half. I mean, they're the better team. You can see that. Their pedigree, it's crazy. They got this freshman kid with frosted tips. He's hitting threes. It's like, you know what? They just keep bringing in studs up there, and compliments to their program. It's a machine they have up there. But I think that the Broncos have earned the right to go to the dance. I really do. I think making it to the WCC final, giving the Gonzaga Bulldogs a real fight, I hope that punches their ticket. You think the Broncos go to the dance real quick?
They're bubble. I mean, I agree with you that they've had a really strong season, and going to the WCC final, and like you said, playing Gonzaga tough. I think they have a good shot. I just don't know if the WCC gets enough love nationally.
I know. I feel like those kids deserve it. They had a hell of a year. Okay, that being said, let's get on to the main course, the red meat. Everybody wants to talk football, and so do we. So we go live via satellite to the great state of New Jersey. It's the Garden State. It's the home of Bruce Springsteen, and it's the home of Christian Narag. We know and love him as Rags. Let's bring him onto the show. It's been a while, and let's see how my main man is doing on a Wednesday night flight on the East Coast, where it's already 11:30 p.m., by the way.
Here's some botched production for Rags. There we go.
Nice, very nice. Where's my guy? Yeah, dude, with the freaking
man.
Oh, you're in a different spot now. I don't even know where this is. Where are you?
I'm in your basement.
Oh, that's my room. That's my bedroom.
Yeah, I'm in your room down here. I'm trying to, because if I'm upstairs, Tracy's up in bed already. She's gonna hear my booming voice.
Couple things, Rex. Couple things. One, I apologize for the late invite.
I love it.
Two,
I'm not. I'm just. I just threw a hat on. Here I am.
You've never looked better. Again, just a more sophisticated Matt Dillon is how I like to describe Rags. It's a little bit more mature version of Matt Dillon. Number two, I love you. Right back. Love you more. I love you more. And then number three, how's the freaking paw, man?
Good. I got that. I got the club off of my arm, and they put a brace on. So I'm able to move my fingers and shit.
You're not octopusing yet, are you?
This guy.
Okay, I asked. I mean, don't be surprised when Rags answers the question.
This guy.
Yeah.
Pretty soon I'm going to be as dominant as Tony is.
Shout out to great lefties of all time. Let's just go through them real quick. You got creative Tony Ryan and his dominant high school and college pitching career. And let's not forget, I believe Al Pacino and Donnie Brasco was named Lefty. Wasn't he Lefty in Donnie Brasco?
I watched it last night again for the 100th time.
Underrated flick. Underrated. Dude, people don't talk Brasco enough, but dude, when they go down to that basement, that bloodbath, they're sawing up the bodies. Dude.
Oh yeah.
That's about as harsh of a mafia scene as you'll ever see. There's a shoot. Have you never seen Brasco, you guys? There's a shootout in the basement.
Black.
Oh, dude, Sonny Black, Sonny Red. You know what I mean? Sonny Black, Sonny Red. I'll tell you what. I'll shut this whole operation down because you don't have a permit for that lion. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Great movie. Good to see you, boys.
Yeah, man.
And, happy birthday to Dom's old lady.
Yeah, man.
Nice, Dom.
She's
the best for me.
She's a lovely woman. Now, Tony, I don't want to step on your it's been a while. I'll let you get acquainted with Rags. And I want to ask him about this, the move the Niners made today.
By the way, Rags, keep Paulie's room nice and tidy for me when I come to
he sleeps over
Cooperstown in
there.
July. Yes.
I felt great down there. I've had some phenomenal sleeps in that basement. I'm not just saying that. I was actually bummed last time I was in town. I couldn't get there. We had too much going on, so I wound up sleeping over in the other side of the tracks. I couldn't
Air
make
mattress. Oh yeah, that was you were in the I forget what that Marriott place.
Yeah, it was all good in the hood. But anyway,
good.
Rags, glad you're feeling better. Glad you're octopus and lefty style. And I want to ask you, first of all, let's do a little classroom session on pronunciation. Is it Osa Odigizua?
Bam, perfect.
Okay.
Nice. Osa Odigizua, 27 years old. He's coming back to California. He's a UCLA grad. Awesome. He's a great player. I mean,
defensive tackle. Okay. Now, here's the thing. By the way, little logjam here, Tony. This is another guy on the D line wearing number 97. You think Bosa's going to give it up?
No.
That was a joke. I know. That was a freaking joke.
You know what, though, Rags? The same way Brock Purdy's not giving up 13 to Mike Evans, everybody. So
no, he's not. That's actually a really good call. Yeah.
Not happening. First of all, I want to ask Rags something first before we get into the Cowboys, the new Niner who was a Cowboy. Can we all talk about just the shady Baltimore Ravens for a second and what they just?
We haven't even touched the Max Crosby thing yet. And by the way, no sooner did he get taken off the table, in steps Trey Hendrickson. Bam, just like that. Yeah,
they were working two. They were working two avenues the whole time. I almost feel like the Raiders are the ones getting the raw deal here.
Of course, dude. Of course they're the freaking Raiders. You've seen Mark Davis. You think he knows what's going on, dude? And last thing, Rags, how about the death sentence they just handed down to Geno Smith? There's two levels of hell in the NFL. And it brings me no joy to say this, but the Raiders are one. That's like the first level of hell. And then getting condemned to eternal damnation is going to the Meadowlands to play for the Jets. I mean,
but the good news is maybe I'll run into him over here at Florham Park Pizza.
Yeah, dude, well, at least he'll get and say what's up to my guy behind the counter, the big dude. What's his name, Tony? Big Dom. Another Big Dom. That's my preferred. Yeah. That's the real Big Dom, not that fat bastard in Philly. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. I don't like that guy, Fat Dom. I
don't like him either.
So, Rags, what kind of impact? Is he an every down player? Is he a specialist? How often are we going to see this guy?
Here's the deal. He was when Kenny Clark showed up, he was our second best D tackle. And then unfortunately for him, it became musical chairs in the D line room for him when Quentin Williams came over.
Yeah.
So Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark, they are the guys. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Christian Parker, our new defensive coordinator, he's going to do some sort of he's going to get away from the 4-3 and he's going to go to more of a 3-4. He got that Rashawn Gary yesterday but the Cowboys got Rashawn Gary from the Packers, who I didn't know. I mean, I knew of him, but I started doing my research on him. I mean, that guy's a beast. He's like 6'5", 277.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Osa, when Quentin Williams came over, he was asking a lot of questions. Well, what's going to be my role? What's going to be my role? So he was pretty unhappy behind the scenes. And I mean, listen, everybody wants to be a starter. And the rumor that I heard, and I read it in multiple reports, was if Dallas offered 1, a 2, and Osa Odigizua to the Raiders for Max Crosby. So, and obviously the Ravens came in with 2 first-rounders, which I think is ridiculous for any player.
And what the Niners give you guys? A second and third, I think, right?
No, you gave me a third.
Just 1/3, no second rounder?
Yeah. 1/3. Dallas didn't have a third-round pick, so we got a third-round pick now.
Okay.
And again, you guys got a great player. I mean, I love the guy. It's just, unfortunately for him, he wasn't going to be the guy with Quentin Williams coming in. So.
I also saw other Cowboy news today that's relevant to 49er fans and to some degree is that the Cowboys cut loose Solomon Thomas today. If you guys remember Solomon Thomas.
Yeah, he went to the Titans. I mean, he's been around a while. And he's
a player.
Good backup.
Yeah, he's right. He's competent. He's not a difference maker. But for us, Rags, that was another first-round draft pick of John Lynch that did not hit. Like John Lynch has had, and I'm an unusual guy in a lot of ways, but in this way, like I acknowledge that that better than anybody.
Yeah,
John Lynch has missed on a lot of draft picks, a lot of them, but I still defend John Lynch because I know that he burns to win. Like he's trying. He's there. You can't always pull the right lever, but he wants. I think that's why he's still here. I think he feels like my job is really not going to be done in San Francisco unless I win them a Super Bowl, and I think that's what he's trying to achieve. But Solomon Thomas brings up some, like, not everybody around here is going to be like respond well to Solomon Thomas because he was a big disappointment. What did you think of Solomon Thomas, T?
What do I think about Solomon Thomas?
When he was here before he went down there.
I liked him. I also liked what he did off the field too, because I know.
No, he's a great guy, great community guy. Yeah.
Great community guy. Dealt with a lot of tough stuff within his own family.
I know.
His sister and everything. So he didn't shy away from that. He dove right in and wanted to support that cause of a lot of mental illness and stuff. So I really appreciate Solomon Thomas doing all of that. And then on the field, I think he's good. He's not great, but he's if they can get him back at a good price, I'd take him back. I really would.
Speaking of, now I got a question for the group and a comment for the group. One, Greg, you are the best sounding non-mic'd up guest I think we've ever had. Doesn't he sound amazing? Like the bass of Rags' voice, like it's thick, it's bassy, it's luscious. You sound amazing.
You keep going. I might keep going. I'm starting to get a little turned on.
Yeah, let's get a little blood flowing. Totally.
Wait, now Fareed's coming on today, right?
That's right. Yes. Question to the group. Do we just bring him on or do we say goodbye to
I don't want to get into the whole, I don't want to steal his thunder on the whole Max Crosby. Fareed's been very good to me this week, early in the morning with quick updates every morning. And some I knew about, some I didn't know about. I mean, we were going back. Yeah, we were going back and forth about a couple things today. I mean, he'll probably talk about the Cowboys orthopedic surgeon and his part in the Max Crosby thing. Crazy. And and I don't want to alarm you guys. I was going through. Is Fred Warner, is he up for sale? I'm just telling because a couple people are like, no, not you.
No, I don't know. Keep talking. I don't know what's going on right now.
Because we need linebackers desperately, and all these people are like, go get Fred Warner, go get Fred. I'm like, the Niners are never going to cut Fred or get rid of Fred Warner.
Let me tell you what, if the Niners for any reason or any circumstance let Fred Warner get away, I think I turn my back on the team. I really do.
Yeah, I listen. Obviously, I'm not a Niners fan, but I love that guy. That guy.
And I said, Rags, let me tell you what, just as a human being, as a guy, he's one of the greatest people you could ever meet. He's the real deal on the field, off the field. He's their heart and soul. Like, he's the leader of that defense. Don't give me Nick Bosa when Fred Warner, because Fred Warner is running that defense. Tony, go ahead real quick.
Also, you know who you can have for draft picks? You can have Brandon Ayuk if you want, Rags, because I just read.
I'll drive him down there myself. I'll drive him.
Also, Adam Schefter is reporting that the Niners are not going to release him, that they're going to keep him and try and get something for him, which thank goodness.
You
can't not
he wants to go be a commander with Debo. They can both get fat together down there and get big guts and
we could do. I'll be nice. We could do a straight up trade. Pickens for Ayuk.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat.
I'm really just kidding. I saw a robot in the comment line. He said, "Stay on." It's up to you guys, but I don't want to start talking Crosby. I think Fareed probably prepped hard on that today. I mean, that's insane.
On-show production. Rags, if you don't mind staying up and burning.
I got nothing better to do.
All right. Okay. So, well, time out. Hold on. We might need a bongo roll, one. And then number two, do I do a long bridge? Okay. See, we got to handle our business. Yeah. Peralta Arch or Long Bridge Pizza, they're both all timers. You tell me where we're going. Produce, for God's sakes, produce.
Boy.
This guy. Oh, boy. I need answers.
Eat a sandwich, have a cream soda, do some effing thing.
Totally. I'm hard with a pencil. You know what I mean?
Pick between my children, dude. I love Longbridge. I love Dom.
Have a cream soda. Do some effing thing. I'm so with you. You have no idea.
Freed's in the background yelling, and if you know, you know. Can I come on?
By the way, Rags, that guy you're talking about right there, have a cream soda, stab you in the heart with a pencil. Every time I talk about my old boss, Tony Salvador, I want you to imagine that guy. That's what Tony was like. That's what
Love
the
him.
guy who he gave me a career. He gave Tony a career. He
Yep.
was the mastermind of the real power days of KMBR. And he's not in radio anymore, but that's what he was like. He's like the cream soda guy. 100%.
Yeah. Hey, Serrano's got the discs.
Oh,
And also,
Serrano's got the discs, dude. Midnight Run. Okay, Tony, what are we doing?
Hey, it's Zuja's birthday, so let's go to Dom Peralta and Peralta Arts. How about that?
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm giving her the gift of we're shutting our mouths by 9:15 at the latest.
Yes.
I want to release Dom to the wild and let those two
Yes.
have a nice, appropriate night. Okay, but in the meantime, Peralta Arts and Company. Listen to me. We've talked about them, and I need to talk. You need to listen. This is where graphic design. That's what my dad used to say. I need to talk. You need to listen. Okay. Among other things, he would say, right, Rex? Where graphic design, illustration, music, and pop culture all collide. In fact, let's talk about American Adrenaline. This is a band that Dom has done a lot of work for, a lot of artwork for. American Adrenaline. They're hitting McGovern's for a hometown warm-up show before they go out on their April tour. This gig at McGovern's is Saturday, March 28th, 8 p.m. It's a free show, by the way. It's a free show. Good old American rock and roll, playing in San Mateo. There's the flyer right there. And Dom, his talents are all over that thing. So definitely check that gig out. And Tony, while we're in the grab bag, let's show the RSVP for the PMP opening night party, because I know Dom has worked one up, and I think he would appreciate it, folks, if you are attending, and I would love to see as many of you there as possible. At the Standard Deviant, March 25th, Wednesday night. It's our opening party to coincide with the Giants' opening night against the Yankees. And Dom has dummied up this RSVP. All right, so let's show this off a little bit. And he's asking that you do RSVP so we have an idea of how much stuff to bring, how much gear is going to be needed. Tony, take us through this, please.
So basically, we just want to know and want to give Standard Deviant an idea about how many people are coming. That's all. And so we'd love to get, if you can go, the Eventbrite link is on our YouTube page at Polymax Particles, our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles. Please like and subscribe while you are there. But right below the bio is the links page, and click on the link and you will find this Eventbrite link where you can click on the link and just RSVP. Let us know whether or not you're coming. And Dom did the artwork right there, as you can see. And he's got all of our sponsors on there too, man. Dom, that's just freaking great. He's got Coach Emilio and Secure Money. He's got Tom Stack and Tom Stack Realty. He's got Longbridge. He's got Standard Deviant, Stellar Design, Longbridge Pizza, Flex Funding, Young Dental Group. Dom does not miss a beat. So
No.
there it is. And if you just want to just let us know yes or no whether or not you're coming. They open at 4:00. First pitch 5:05. It's a hang. It's definitely a hang. It's just a hang. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be a watch party, and hopefully the Giants can pull off a W against the Yankees and Arson Judge.
And I look forward to catching up with all you guys. And is Humdinger 87 in the house tonight? I saw her on the chat earlier. Humdinger,
Instagram Live. She's watching on Instagram Live.
Okay, well, let me talk to Humdinger real quick. Between me and you, do me a favor and bring your tools. You know what I'm talking about? Bring your tool bag again. We might need to break them out. That was one of the greatest things of all time. She's like, you want me to go get my so-and-so? And I was like, definitely go get your. Next thing I know, she's pulling up in front of Longbridge. Out comes the tube, we'll call it the tube. It was impressive. I hadn't seen one in ages. Okay, all that being said, Tony, thank you. And thank you, Peralta Arts. I want to say that your story deserves bold visuals in closing. Yes. And Peralta Arts will bring them to life with Bay Area Soul. Contact Dom Peralta, courtesy of Peralta Arts, and bring your next vision to life. It's Dominic at stellar.design. Dominic at stellar.design. Dom, thanks so much, man, for all you do. And again, very happy birthday to you kids tonight. Have a good time. Okay, Tony, what do you got? I see you're poised.
I want to remind people, I've got like an 80th birthday coming up soon. I got 50th birthdays coming up soon. I'm going to contact Dom about making some artwork, commissioning some artwork from Dom for those celebrations. If you have an event coming up for somebody special in your life, contact Dom and Peralta Arts, 650-796-3144, or email Dominic at stellar.design, and he'll take care of you. He will come up with great designs and honor your loved ones or your special someone or whoever's important to you with the gift. That a lifetime gift of art. Dom will hook you up. So that's a good way to get Peralta Arts involved in somebody special in your life, Paul?
I have, you know what a great thing about giving somebody a piece of art is, like you said, Tony, it's with you forever. Like like when Dom did the Sly Stone portrait, that hangs in my house right near my kitchen on the other side. It's like in the dining room, actually, my Sly Stone. And I freaking love that so much, Dom. I love your Sly Stone portrait. Thank you for that very much.
Paulie, slapping us around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get supers. We have more supers to get to, and then we're gonna go to Fareed and Robot.
I should hope so. We're making them wait. It's inappropriate of us. Yeah.
Well, remember, wait.
Oh, White Lion.
White Lion
on Wednesday night. Yeah. I
Oh.
never had a chance without you. Dude, remember the hair on that dude? It was all like, yeah.
And also, I just want to say we did that song for Mo Spates, and we said Spates.
We never had a chance without you, dude. I miss Mo Spates, man. Mo, that was my guy. Remember that knot he had on his head, that little thing? Yeah. Spatesy for life, dude. Spatesy for freaking life. That's back in the day when Steve Kerr could look at his bench and be like, what do I want? Do I want Barbosa, Spates,
Right.
Sean Livingston, dude? Sean Livingston would have been a starting guard on any other team in the NBA. That was the bench from hell, man.
Yeah.
Those were the glory days. I mean, we could have used any number of those guys last night. Warriors dropped that game, dude. They really did. It really bummed me out last night. It was another back-to-back. They lost back-to-back heartbreakers. Draymond, dude, there's 1 second left in the game, and some dude is taking a shot. Draymond puts his hand on his chest. Tweet. The guy makes 2 free throws. They go to overtime and lose. It was so disappointing, man. And
that is our heartbreak.
Great track. Shout out Neil Girardo on guitar and her husband. Here's the worst part about this. Steph Curry now, they updated his status. He's out 10 more days. Another 10 days without Steph.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we see Steph, by the way. And also, I'm not a big jersey guy, but if I did see somebody like walking down the street in a Spates jersey, I'm gonna have to go give him
buy him a beer. I buy him a beer. Yeah, immediately. Yeah.
You know. Anyways, here's some supers. I want to get some supers into the mix. Steve Groschel, Grosh. Hey, by the way, Steve, I'll be calling you tomorrow to set up the musical assignment, because Steve will be joining us Friday for the musical assignment.
And make sure that you know what it is, Tony, so we can announce it on the show tomorrow.
Gross will throwing out some winger headed for a heartbreak.
Oh, dude. That's great. But his super says happy 311 day. Hashtag unity. Hashtag grassroots. Hashtag Omaha Styly. If you know, you know. I'm a 311 head. So yes, happy 311 day, Gross. I love that super. Thank you, brother.
Hey, while we're talking grassroots too, just for anyone's information and educational purposes, when I lived in the city, my go-to dispensary was Grassroots on Post Street.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right off of Polk, man. I brought you to Grassroots, I think, a couple times. I dragged your ass in there. Grassroots for life. I just don't go there anymore because I live up here now. But when I was a city boy, I was Grassroots ride or die, man.
City boy blues.
You did.
What did he say?
He said City Boy Blues, and I was just going to ask you if you had the City Boy Blues, dude.
Always. When don't I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cats in the alley, rats in my snakeskin boots. Bow. Sorry, we're getting carried away. This is what used to happen in class. This is why nothing could ever get achieved in any kind of educational forum with Rags and I in the same room.
Can I just salute every teacher that the two of you ever had to have the two of you in the same class? Because that's
tough. It's a tough situation for anybody, for everybody involved except the two of us. Everybody else, they didn't like it nearly as much. Yeah.
No. Here we go. We got McPhail. McPhail 39 is a super sticker. Is super sticker at McPhail 39. What's up, at McPhail? Thanks for joining the show.
What's up, 39? Good to see you, brother. Thank you, man.
By the way, shout out number 39, Mike Kruko. We didn't do numerology. Maybe we'll end the show with numerology.
Okay, fair enough. You got it, man. You got it.
It's episode 280 tonight, and we all know where that's headed. So,
yeah.
And then Miriam. Sorry.
No. All you. Yeah.
Miriam's a super. She's a super sticker as well. What's up, Miriam? Maybe we'll try to get Particle Land before the end of the night because it is Patrick Patton's birthday today.
Nice.
So thank you for the super sticker.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. And Noemi checking in. She just says Ragsy. With
100%.
Exclams.
Yeah. 100% Ragsy. Yes.
And then this is the last one. This is from Patty from Napa. She is a super, and she says, Rags, hold up your hand while Tony holds up his glove. Then do what you need to do.
Wow.
Do what you need to do with that. How
Patty's
about that?
getting risque on a Wednesday night. Patty must be into the wine. She must be getting wined up in Havasu. She's getting go ahead.
I'm gonna do this just because she said it, right? Because just for a second here.
From the streets, you know. Yeah.
He's got the top 3. He wears a beach robe from the streets
Right there.
of San Carlos. Raised in the farm, trained in the flame. Yet you know this gangster's name. There's only one gangster we all love. Tony One Glove.
Dude, come on, dude.
Great
Shank.
track, great lyrics, great music bed underneath. Tony One Glove, Rags One Paw. It's all here, folks. And listen to me. We got to bring in Fareed. We're being rude
Yes.
hosts, man.
Yes.
My main man Fareed has been waiting in the green room, enjoying the M&Ms and hot towels. Let's bring him onto the show live for the first time ever. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Robot Centaur on the chat line. But Fareed, look at my guy. Hell yeah. Fareed. Great
Robot.
to see you. How you been, brother?
Good.
Hey, man,
Good.
how's your little girl doing? First of all, no problem about yesterday. How's she feeling?
She's good. Yeah, it's just all internal issues. We're dealing with stuff similar to Tony's rant about digestion yesterday. Let's say it was along the same lines. So it was, but we're good though. Thanks for asking.
And by the way, hey, Fareed, you've made it public on the chat, but I want to say, how is Mrs. Robot Centaur doing as you guys are expecting another child coming in?
Way. Congrats, brother. Congrats, man.
4P. She's doing well.
Somebody's
she's on the
getting
chat
some
right
action.
now.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
everybody's good.
good.
Everybody's healthy. So
Good,
That's
man.
congrats, bro.
When's the baby due, Fareed?
end of next month coming up soon.
We're right there. We're knocking on the door. Okay, okay. Well,
We got one Giants game scheduled before the baby's due.
hey, man, I hear you. Before my first child was born, and I'm talking like a couple of weeks before, I dragged my first wife, because you got to have multiple, obviously. I'm kidding. It's a joke. But my first wife, she was pregnant, very pregnant, and we both went to a Who concert. So my son Tommy was getting pounded with the Who about a month before he hit the scene. Yeah, there's no question. I mean, the baby in the womb can definitely feel those like vibrations of music that loud. Nice. So yeah, dude, get some Giants. Get a little Giants in the womb. That's good. I like it.
Robot, what's the actual date in April? Do you know?
Around 4/21st ish.
It's okay. Is that before or after the draft? Because we need you for the draft.
Oh, don't worry. You know, football's always there.
Yeah.
Well, that's
always be on.
That's why Fareed's with us tonight, actually. And it's funny, Fareed, I didn't know that you were working off the books, like sending rags updates on time. That's outstanding.
No,
I love you.
Fareed's a very giving, and like he'll like obviously most of the chat is Niners, but when he sees something that I need to know about any time of the day, bam.
Nice.
Yeah. I got you, Rags.
Fareed's good people, man. Well, let's start with the biggest story is the Max Crosby thing. And it's really unusual. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like this. We get the news yesterday. If you want to take this through step by step, Max Crosby agrees to become a Baltimore Raven. Then I guess the final word is he just doesn't pass the physical. Is that the official word?
Yeah, that's basically what happened. It's such a interesting whole like evolution of it, because they met with the doctors and numerous doctors, team doctors and everything, right? So they knew what they were getting into. They knew he was injured. They knew he was rehabbing. They saw the videos he posted on Instagram, I'm sure, of him in his basketball court. And then they fly to Baltimore to do the physical. And what I read online was that the doctors seemed like he was okay for now, but like further down the line or a few years from now is when they don't know how it'll hold up. Right. And so that's what really, I guess, scared the GM and ended up pulling out. But I will say this is not the first time the Ravens have done that. There have been 3 previous times where the Ravens have nixed a trade after having that verbal agreement.
I can't say in this case that I actually blame them, because when you're making an investment of that size, you want to make sure that the player involved in that kind of contract is going to be able to at least get on the field. And that sounds like it is going to be a question mark. Now, Max Crosby might have a couple of more highly productive years left, but that thing could become a problem down the road. And I think that's what Baltimore was trying to protect themselves with. So, and before we go to the Hendrickson part of this, where do you expect, if anything, like what have you gathered as far as info about where he might land, Max Crosby?
I mean, it's funny because all the GMs are saying that Ravens acted in bad faith, and it was really messed up for them because all the other teams made tons of moves. Even the Raiders spent $300 million after the agreement after the trade for Crosby, and now he's coming back. And so what's funny is I feel like you should think of it the opposite way of the GM should be thanking the Ravens, because now with this news of them kind of being scared and backing out, maybe they can give up a little bit less. Maybe not. It's not like 2 1s anymore. Maybe it's a first and a player, or a first and a third, or something like that. So that's the way I'm thinking about it. And all the other news right now is saying that Crosby's going to stay in Vegas, and he's like fully committed. But I mean, at the same time, I don't know. I think it could be either way. He could either stay, or they could still be shopping him now, because there are multiple teams that reached out to the Raiders as soon as that trade.
Oh yeah.
And so, I mean, it could be a toss-up. I thought from the beginning, right before he got traded to the Ravens, that he was going to pull a Myles Garrett and just get more money and just stay and be like a lifer.
Yeah.
But then, the trade happened, so I was wrong. But who knows? It's unpredictable, I'd say.
Well, and then sorry, Tony, go ahead. I know you got something.
No, sorry. I was actually looking at all of the text messages that Fareed has sent since last week in the legal tampering period. And I mean, there's times where I'll put my phone down. I put my phone down the other day and I had 94 new text messages, and they were all free agency. And I'm like, yes, dude. Because I didn't have to. So Fareed, first of all, thank you. And
I actually have to, because you guys are 3 hours behind me. When I do go to bed, no offense, I actually have to mute my phone until the morning, because it just keeps coming in.
No, I know. No,
but I love it, So,
wait, it's round the clock service, man. It's all hours of the night, man. We're doing business.
And I know no time zones, to be honest with you. But and I think I was talking to Fareed about this. So the most awesome conspiracy theory out there, and actually this is a true story. So the Cowboys orthopedic surgeon, he's like the world-renowned top surgeon. Your boy Mahomes went to him for his knee. Malik
I wish you would have dropped something in there when he was working on him. Dropped
Neighbors went to him. Mahomes, everybody goes. But all 32 team doctors have access to the MRIs. Yeah. So they can make a decision whether or not they're interested in getting involved with the trade. So apparently, and you look this up, the Cowboys orthopedic surgeon was the one who said no way. And so people are like, he kiboshed the deal so Dallas can come in still now on the back end with a low ball offer and try to grab. Now, again, I love conspiracy theories. It sounds great and all. And in Max Crosby's defense, I'd take a one-need Max Crosby over, 90% of the defensive ends out there.
I bet you, and I'd be willing to bet you he has a monster year this year, because he's going to be pissed. He's going to be motivated now. This is not a good look for him as a competitor and as a warrior, and he is all those things. The guy he's relentless. If anybody,
he's going to be like Jefferson from Fast Times.
Yeah, just jumping over the line of scrimmage, just jumping over the line. But no, he's going to have a monster year, because he's going to want to show everybody how strong he is now, healthy he is. But Tony.
On the show, we have hashtag Shady Shohei. I want to add the hashtag Shady Ravens, because of how quickly they signed Trey Hendrickson. Like how quickly that happened right after the news of Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, during the trade process, they had Crosby in the building. And they were actually looking to sign Hendrickson at the same time. So they wanted Hendrickson either way. So they wanted Crosby and then Hendrickson, and they wanted to pair them together.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's why it happened so fast after the trade backfired and it was canceled.
So they were looking to have both. They were looking to have both in the purple.
Yeah.
Wow,
that would have been scary.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're in the Baltimore purple. Yeah,
They're looking to make 2 new statues next to the Ray Lewis statue. That's what they're looking to
well,
do.
think about this too. I mean, a lot of people think that Lamar Jackson is, he's an MVP talent. He there are times he looks like he's the best quarterback in the NFL. There's other times he doesn't look like that, but they've never been able to climb the mountain with him. In fact, I hate to bring this up, sorry you guys, but the Ravens haven't won a Super Bowl or been to a Super Bowl since 2012 when they beat the Niners. So they have a very long drought there. They have this world-class talent, and they're trying. And I respect what they're doing. They're trying to get better on the defensive side of the ball. I respect it. By the way, let's go real quick, Fareed, since you're with us. Let's talk. How do you feel about the Osa Odigizua move, defensive tackle out of Dallas? And then I want to talk about Jake Tonjes. I love that they signed him. But first, on Osa, give me your reactions to that.
Yeah, I love the signing. I mean, this clearly states that Kalia Davis walked. They weren't going to get him back. They went for Osa instead. And also, just pair him up with Mikael Williams. No, Alfred Collins.
Yeah,
Collins.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're bolstering their D-line, which is great. And also, the Osa signing is actually a better way to handle that situation and getting another DT, because they were looking for Jonathan Franklin Myers and they got outbid by Saleh and the Titans. So instead of paying all that money to him, and I think he's older by like a couple of years, they get slightly younger and only gave up a 3rd-round pick, and they have 4 comp picks. So, I mean, you could find a George Kittle in round 4.
Let me ask you guys a question. I want to go one by one around the horn on this. I'll start with Fareed, Tony, and then Rags, you wrap this up. And I was watching ESPN today, and one of the analysts said that in terms of free agency and even in the draft now, there are a lot of NFL teams that now value finding the right impact edge rusher even more so than finding the right quarterback for their team. I was pretty surprised to hear this, but they say that is now becoming like a common mentality in the league. Like in league offices, we have to have a monster on the edge or we're not going to compete. And so when you said you like that the Niners are trying to shore up their defensive line, I like that too. I mean, that's one of the reasons they haven't been able to close the deal. They especially last year, they were really lacking in putting pressure on opposing quarterbacks. It was abysmal. I mean, it really was. How do you feel about that? Like that mentality? Do you now prioritize edge rusher same level as a QB?
I don't ever see it going that way, but I will say not edge rusher, more of interior D-line, because from what I've heard, QBs are so quick these days and the offense is so fast that most of the time the edges aren't able to touch them. So it's all about getting a strong D-line and that interior line.
We had that with DeForest Buckner. We had that at one time with DeForest Buckner. He was a badass push right up the middle, and we haven't had it since, honestly.
I'm looking forward to a healthy Mikael Williams and to see what happens with him. I mean,
they posted online. He's working out. He's rehabbing. He's looking good on the field.
Sweet. What do you think, Greg, about that whole edge rusher emphasis now that the league is? And I love the position. We needed it badly last year. Niners had nothing off the edge.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important. I wouldn't Robot said, I don't think I'd prioritize that over a quarterback. But I guess the counter argument to that is if you look at a handful of the last Super Bowl winners, and I hate to even say the Chiefs, but I mean, that D-line was sick. The Eagles D-line was sick. The Seahawks, you go right down the line and you go back all the way to the 85 Bears and they say defense wins championships. I mean,
how about when the Tom Brady's Buccaneers beat the Chiefs? That was all D-line. They were knocking Mahomes on his ass all game long. Yeah.
So I wouldn't say specifically. I mean, obviously it's a luxury to have a great defensive end, but I wouldn't, would you prioritize that over a franchise quarterback? I would say
not me. No, you got to have the right QB or nothing's happening at all. And then Fareed, the Jake Tonjes signing, I love it. It's a 2-year deal, totally affordable, $8 million, and he showed plenty last year. I really did. I was thrilled with what he showed us. And no, I hate to say this, but like Kittle's having a hard time staying on the field as these years go on. He's such an aggressive physical player. He runs into contact, and we love that about him. But, you got to expect he's not always going to be there. So how do you feel about the Tonjes 2-year extension?
Oh yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. I mean, what he showed, like exactly what we were saying, when Kittle was out, Tonja stepped up, and that's exactly what they need. I think, if not mistaken, his blocking could be improved, but I think he just probably needs to get in the gym, get some more mass on him, help out there. But he's been great as a pass catcher and another option. But hopefully, with these second-year players, Jordan Watkins, and Jacob Crowing, and Kittle coming back this year, we won't be as scrounging for pass catchers. So, 2 tight end sets would be great.
Ooh,
oh God, yeah.
I missed that. Remember the Delaney Walker, Vernon Davis era? That was so badass, man.
Yeah, that was incredible. And Fareed, by the way, the Robot Centaur Sports Desk, Fareed joining us on the show, and Rags.
He's polished. By the way, shout out to the polished broadcasting skills of Fareed. Do you have any broadcasting in your background? Because you're awfully smooth and confident, and you got great delivery. Have you done this before?
I will say I Zoom every day for work, so that's my experience.
Yeah, man, I got you, Tony. Go ahead. I know you had something, buddy.
Also, Rags and Fareed are just bringing up the handsome factor on the show too.
It helps us. It helps a lot. It really does.
I'm tired as balls.
we're talking. There's a couple of radio guys that got into radio because of we're not exactly looking to be on.
We didn't know they were going to turn the cameras on when we got into this. We really didn't. And by the way, Rags, T-10. We're going to get you in bed in 10 minutes. Give us 10
no. I don't care. I don't sleep. I don't give a shit.
Tony, go ahead, man. You take it.
No, I just want to talk about it's an underrated loss, I think, but I do think that I was really looking forward to having Kendrick Bourne back this year, and him signing that deal with Arizona and staying in the division, number one, and number two, at an affordable price. I just am bummed to see Kendrick Bourne take off, and also the vibes that he brought to the team too. What are your thoughts on Kendrick signing with Arizona?
Man, I mean, I think most Niner fans really liked him.
Yeah,
his what he brought to the locker room. He had infectious smile and laugh, and him and Mac Jones laughing and making those TikTok videos it was just great to see. And so that sucks, that losing that presence in the locker room. I read that he's close to Mike LaFleur, so that makes sense. And they lost Greg Dortch in the offseason, so I don't think they're re-signing him. So I think he's taking Greg Dortch's place, basically.
Yeah, that's a good place for him to go. I just don't know who's going to be throwing him the ball. Is it Minshew going to be throwing him the ball?
No, Jacoby Brissett's going to be the starter. Minshew's the backup.
Okay,
still not ideal.
I hate to bring this up, you guys. This is not a riff. I mean, it might sound like a riff when I'm presenting this, but I actually mean this, and I hate to do this. But you mentioned Mac Jones. I'm expecting him to be gone. Unfortunately, I don't see him coming back. He's just going to get too many offers, and he should. He should go. He should go start somewhere. I'm rooting for that kid.
Wait, Paulie, hold on. Do you think he's not going to play out be back for this year, or do you think after this year he's gone?
I think that he could be gone before the next season starts.
Okay.
I don't. Do you not read?
No.
Okay.
I think he's here.
There's too many quarterbacks that are available right now. And from what other teams have said, the Niners price is astronomical because they want at least a first round pick, which makes sense because he's, 100% agree. But there's so many good players out there. Well, you got Kirk Cousins, who still hasn't signed yet.
That's where I was going, dude. That's where I was going with this whole preamble, because Shanahan has always had a man crush on Kirk Cousins. And you want to know what, guys? I don't see it. I don't want it. I don't want any part of it. I don't want the prayer book. I don't need it. I don't want it. He's coming. He's a holy roller. You guys have no idea. He brings it into the locker room and stuff. You listen. I don't want it. How do you guys? Is it me? Maybe it's me. I don't know.
You know what's funny? What's funny is he's being linked to the Raiders, and so him and Sin City, complete opposites.
Oh my!
And Mendoza too. The both of them. They'll be doing Bible study, dude.
We'll have private prayer circles every day.
I was saying, get Cousins to the Spearmint Rhino or the Olympic Gardens.
Just corrupt
Spearmint Rhino. They got a Spearmint Rhino in Dallas, FYI. Maybe for the Niners Cowboys game next year.
How would you know about that, Rags? Have you been?
I drove past it.
I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, speaking of hot and hunky men of the PMP Army, the ladies are responding very favorably to both of you. And Fareed, while we have you, would you be willing to do a month on the hot and hunky men of PMP calendar while we have you, just to ask?
Write me down for October.
Okay, done.
Nice,
Done.
dude,
We need
nice.
an October. You're Mr. October. Tony and I are going to share July. We both have we're both July babies. Rags is the month of May, and we still have some availability. So hot and hunky men inquire within paulyspod@gmail.com. Anyway,
Hey, hey, by the way, Fareed, I love that the 49ers are saying, you know what, you want Mac? Give us a first rounder or whatever they're demanding. I love that they're finally showing some balls and some, cojones of being like, you know what, we're in the driver's seat with this player. We're not gonna like undersell him. I love that position, don't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, just to name a few free agent QBs right now, we got Carson Wentz, most likely going to the Jets. We got Jimmy Garoppolo, most likely going.
How old is Carson Wentz? By the
I
way?
don't even know how he's still in the league. He just walks around. He walks around the sideline. He hangs out. Every now and again, he takes a couple of snaps late fourth quarter. But great call, Tony. How is he still in the league? Taking up a role?
I want to say he's like mid-30s.
Yeah,
probably get closer to high.
I just looked it up. Dude, by the way, great ginger beard on Carson Wentz I'm looking at right now.
Let's not forget the year that big blank Nick Foles walked in and won them that Super Bowl. People were talking Wentz MVP that year. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
He was
people jumped on the Wentz wagon.
Yeah.
The Wentz wagon, dude. And by the way, does the carpet match the drapes, dude?
Wow. Listen to Tony. Where did that? Okay. Wow.
I'm just riffing, but he's 33 years old, Fareed. You're right on the money. He's 33.
Carpet match the drapes, he says on a Wednesday. Okay.
I got a great QB free agent joke. Dak Prescott's fiance is a free agent right now. Did you hear that story?
You just silenced
No.
the whole room.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. What's this? No.
You didn't hear Dak and his fiance were supposed to get married next month, and they called.
Who did it to who? Who dropped the hammer?
I think she did originally. His PR machine tried to spin it that she was looking for a prenup, and now she came out. Look it up in your spare time. She's just killing him. Infidelity. Killing him.
Yeah, Mrs. Centaur knows what's up. She follows all the pop culture stuff, and she was telling me how.
But they actually they have kids together already.
Oh,
yeah. I think another one on the way too, or something.
It's never easy.
You know what I mean? They just had one a few months ago.
Hey, maybe this will help them. Maybe this will help inspire them for this season. Honestly, sometimes like a lost love can inspire you to do some great things. Like
hey Rags, I think he just needs to stay away from Jessica Simpson. I think he should be fine.
Look at
Yeah,
this.
well, that was my boy Romo. That jerk off
Exactly.
down to Cabo with Witten. That was the end of that.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's only after Eric Johnson was all done. Like, let's not forget Eric Johnson, 49er tight end. He got there first and married her. But anyway, we're going off course here.
Hold on. Any chance that Jerry Jones got involved?
Oh, God bless America. Listen to this guy. That's the last visual.
Are you saying Jerry didn't want Dak to get a ring before Jerry did?
Oh, man, can you imagine just Jerry walking in the room, like unfastening the belt of his robe and being like, okay, I'm ready. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? The
He's like
wrinkles,
this, in that southern accent. Come at me.
Oh, yeah. Let's do some Texas hoedown. We're going to do some two-stepping tonight. All right. Fareed, I was going to say, you know what the ultimate nightmare would be for Mac Jones is that Geno Smith does what all people do. He goes to New York and dies. He'll go 2-15 or something like that this year. He'll probably be drummed out of the league. Not his fault. I'm saying it preemptively. It's always the Jets' fault. And then the Jets throw like the brakes truck at Mac Jones, and that poor bastard gets sucked into that abyss. That would be like the ultimate nightmare scenario. So I hope, my point is, I mean, I'm riffing, but I hope he goes to a good club because I think he can pull a Sam Darnold. I really do. He's gonna give somebody a great season when they give him the keys to the car, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mac Jones was linked to the Vikings, and so that was where all the rumors were starting to rumble there. And then once Kyler was going to be basically inevitably released, they kind of shifted towards him, and they're going to have a QB battle for the starter. And then once they found out that the Niners wanted a first, that's when they're like, okay, well, we don't need him that bad.
Yeah, go ahead, T. I've been talking too much. You take it, man.
No. I was actually looking up the list of quarterbacks that have been on the Jets since Geno Smith's first go round, and I saw
lengthy list. Go ahead. Yeah,
you don't have that kind of time.
Here it is. You guys, I just listened to this. from Geno Smith to Matt Sims to Michael Vick to Ryan Fitzpatrick to Bryce Petty to Josh McCown to Sam Darnold to Trevor Siemian to Luke Falk to Joe Flacco to Zach Wilson to Mike White to Josh Johnson to Chris Streveler to Aaron Rodgers to Tim Boyle to Tyrod Taylor to Justin Fields to Brady Cook and back to Geno Smith.
Hey, Rags, when was the last time you went to a Jets game? For real, not a trick question. I mean it.
When my dad was still alive, we went to Jets Cowboys.
What year are we talking? Like, what,
God, 14?
Yeah. Last time I went to a Jets game was 93 when I was still living in Jersey. It was Jets Niners. And Steve Young, it was an MVP season for Steve Young. He just it was like 42-6 or something like that. But it was fun for me. I was having a good time, but the Jets fans weren't. All right, let's wrap it up, T. So let's get your final thoughts out there, and then we're going to dismiss the class so Dom can do the right thing tonight. We're trying to help his lady on her birthday.
I have a question for Fareed on the way out. Just Fareed, we played this game Paulie and I did the other day. Over under number of games Mike Evans plays.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
So Paulie said 10, I said 14. Your thoughts? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I remember Freed's answer the other day, but I won't say it.
Okay.
I'm hoping for like 12. That's what I'm hoping for.
Right.
I'll take 12. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll take 12. I hate to give that kind of concession, but I'll take 12. The way things
I feel like 14 is like a little unrealistic.
Which ain't even the full schedule. I know it's crazy, man. But I hope for the best with him. I heard Jerry Rice loved the move, and I always listen to what Jerry says about receivers. But again, I need to see it. I need to see him healthy and making a difference. And Larry Krueger, as he's known to do, man, Larry Krueger was dropping a lot of harsh takes saying, if you watch Mike Evans, especially the last couple seasons, he's no longer he's not able to get separation anymore. Right. He has to like jump over D backs and out muscle D backs. It ain't like he's going to be like out in the. Although I guess if anybody could get him open though, it'd be Shanahan. Shanahan gets guys in open space, so maybe.
So what I heard was Shanahan might use Mike Evans like he did with Julio Jones when he's on the Falcons. Julio Jones is getting older. They had Roddy White, who was younger. Right. And so they started using Julio Jones as like the big 50-50 catch him guy to bring down those balls. And they might do the same thing with Evans. And I totally see that. I mean, he's a big, tall wide receiver, and he'll bring that ball down every time. So
I think he's like 6'5", right? I think he's 6'5".
He's a big boy. Yeah.
And Brent Jones with Tom Tolbert on what was it, Tuesday or whatever, was excited about the deal because of Mike Evans in the red zone and how effective he can be in the red zone. So
when was the last time Niners had a threat like Mike Evans on the team?
I mean,
Kittle has been the guy basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
It kind of reminds me of like a better Anquan Bolden acquisition.
Same kind of player.
That's good. That's what the Jager just put in the comment line.
Yeah. Bolden gave Harbaugh some good games and good seasons. That's a good call, T. All right. Well, listen, Fareed, man, thank you very much for taking time. For real, you're great on the show. We'll definitely do this again. This ain't going to be your only time. We're going to bring Fareed back more often. Thanks for all you do at the PMP Sports Desk. It's a high pressure job with zero compensation, so we appreciate it very much. Rag, as our East Coast correspondent, you never sleep. You're always with us. Can't tell you how much. We all love you so much, Rags. Big kiss for you. And
I spend more time with you guys than I do out with the people out here.
Hey, whatever it takes to get through the day is fine. That's it.
Congrats, Fareed, to you and your wife on the little centaur on the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Rags, much love. Go get some rest. And Fareed, God bless. We love you, man.
Wait, really quick, Paulie? Our boys have a birthday on Friday together.
Yes, we do. We got birthdays on the 13th and Winks too. Throw Winks on the pile too.
Right.
He's March 13th. We'll celebrate. We'll do it all Friday. We'll do a whole birthday thing. So Rags, love you, brother. Get some rest.
Too, Tony, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, Rags. And hang on a second. We got a Pine Needle Super. He says, share, save Dr. Neil S. I don't know how you pronounce that. Elatrachi is the doctor, and he says everything is going to be absolutely fine, and he is world renowned, not associated with the Cowboys. Do you guys know? Do you guys know?
Good laugh, Rags. Good laugh. Fareed, you freaking bro. Nice. Thanks, Fareed. Thank you, man.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Hey, thanks, Fareed. Be in touch, brother.
Love y'all.
All right. Later, Rags. Later, man. Get some rest.
Hey, you know what, Tony? I liked having that 4-way. That was fun. We should do that more. And Fareed, by the way, smooth as silk.
Dude. Yeah.
As silk, this guy.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
Pulse,
Absolutely.
I bet you his pulse is steady. Like, that's the kind of guy I want as the captain of the ship right there. The guy's
That's the kind of guy I wish I was. I wish I was that. You know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean. I'm way too excitable, dude. What's going on over here? Who's that guy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Fareed is just like, dude, you can't phase that dude. He's like way steady. I do. 100%. I wish I was like that too. I really do. I wish I was like that.
Man, it's good. Okay, and then this is the last Super Poly before we give Longbridge some love. Miriam is a super, and she's asking for a ticket to Particle Land, please. So before the show's end,
done.
We'll go
Miriam got it. Also, want to shout out. Where did she go before I missed her? Yeah, Ms. Meggs. Miss Meggs. Great to see you. Great to see you on the comment line tonight, Ms. Meggs. Okay, Tony. So why don't we do this? Let's go Longbridge Pizza into Particle Land into We Bid You Good Night. Lay down my sweet brother. Yeah. Okay. By the way, I got one. I got a We Bid You Good Night. They weren't doing that often, but I got one. My last Brent show ever was the only We Bid You Good Night I ever saw.
I got a We Bid You Good Night, just the Fill-In Friends at the Warfield. Remember that?
Yes, I do. I do remember that. Yes, because that's maybe the only other time I've seen that song. They weren't chucking that thing around very often. Very special to get that. Okay. Also very special to go down to Longbridge Pizza and grab a pie on a Wednesday night. Grab a pie on a Thursday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. The only day Longbridge closes the doors so Neil Denardi can get some rest is what he should be doing. But when he's not working at Longbridge on Mondays, his day off, he's like driving the pizza wagon all around the Bay Area, spreading joy and great food throughout the Bay Area. But home base is always going to be 2347 3rd Street. That is the unofficial PMP clubhouse. They have been so good to us, not just with the way they partner with us and sponsor the show, but the way that they've accommodated like all of us. I mean, I can't thank Neil enough. The entire Longbridge family, we freaking love you guys. Andrew and Steven and all the guys, man, they're all just, it's a great group they have down there. The laid back vibe, the serious pizza, Neil Denardi bringing that South City charm to the equation every time you see him. One of the most honest people I've ever met, by the way. When you want to talk about like honest stand-up guys, that's Neil Denardi. Put his face on the freaking nickel or something. You know what I mean? Put him on some currency so I can see him every day. Like when I'm handling money, I want to see Denardi. You know what I mean? By the way, the private room in the back, I'd like to emphasize this time of year. You got CYO basketball. You got Little League getting ready to get going soon. So take the team in. Take the team to Longbridge after a game sometime, after a practice. Bring them all in the back. Neil can accommodate 20 to 25 people for private events or just a group event. The chopped cheese sandwich. Oh, dude, RC from the Golden State Warriors said he was going in for the for what is it, the Smash Burger on was it Tuesday? Yeah, he was in there yesterday. So RC, I hope that burger was good. Neil crushes the burger.
By the way, Paulie, say hello to RC. He's watching on Instagram Live as we speak.
RC, yeah, great. RC, I bet you that burger was money. I told him, I said, get in there and get that burger, dude. You're going to be thrilled that you did.
Oh, and by the way, total side note, but Tolbert surprised Tim Roy last night on the broadcast. Did not tell Tim he was coming back last night.
Nice.
And surprised Tim Roy on the broadcast. And what we bring that up because RC Davis is the executive producer of Warriors basketball in the booth with Tim Roy and Tom Tolbert. And RC is one of the greatest dudes we've ever met in the industry. But I didn't hear the audio, but I'm sure it was tremendous. And we got to get Tim on the show. We got to get Tim Roy on the show because
I would love Tim Roy on the show. I would love that. RC, drop a bug in his ear. See if he'd be into doing that because I would love to have Tim Roy on anytime. Any freaking time. I'm
sure it went over really well. Tim is a great dude. I'm sure he was stoked to see his brother Tom Tolbert.
I wish I knew that was happening. I would have turned on the broadcast. I was watching that game on TV. I told you it was so disappointing, dude, because they fought so freaking hard. Now, you know what? Can I say a couple things inside the LBP spot just about that game?
Sure.
You know, I do have to say, even though Draymond committed that foul at the end of the game, Draymond's been playing his guts out, and Draymond is taking open threes now. Like he's trying to give them extra offense. I think Santos has been playing his guts out. Cryer, I like what I see from this kid, Cryer. Pat Spencer, you know, they fought. They just had heavy legs, man. They had back-to-back, and they had to go to overtime. It was like they literally ran out of gas. Really, really tough loss. That's their third straight tough loss. Porzingis, he's always playing hard out there. Santos had 17 last night, man.
Dude,
anyway,
say it to me, Santos. It's a great Fish song, by the way. Paulie, I'm a Guy Santos guy.
Me too.
Pat Spencer guy. Like, you got all these guys that are getting opportunities. They're relishing the opportunities, but it's just, get next season, healthy Butler, Steph Curry, and who knows what they do in the off season, who they acquire. I am excited for it's got to be, I don't know how many years Steph has left. I know Steph was talking Olympics and he's talking a few years more.
I would never discount anything Steph Curry says he's going to do. Right. I would never count him out of any equation. He's got a bad knee right now, but he ain't done. He's got a lot more to do, and I believe I take him at his word. Anytime people dismiss Steph Curry, he comes back twice as hard. So I look forward to the return of Steph whenever that comes. And you know what, Nutter, you're right. They do play hard. Daddy's Fitz yelling at the end of every play. Fitz was going crazy last night. Anyway, Longbridge Pizza, the reason we connect them so often is because they're neighbors. You got the Chase Center, and then a few blocks south of that, you got Longbridge Pizza, both on 3rd Street. You don't even have to cross the street, same side of the street. And it really is a great 1-2 punch, either before the game or after the game, before a concert, after a concert, whatever's going on at Chase Center. And same goes for when the Giants start their season. It's not that far. I mean, grab a scooter like Tony. You can also just hop right on the, what do you call that? The trolley that runs down 3rd?
A streetcar. I call it a streetcar, Paulie.
Streetcar named Desire. Yeah, we took one the night of the PMP Giants game, the big outing. We took the streetcar.
It's fun. The 3rd Street streetcar, but I don't know the number of it. I should know the number because there's like the 22 Fillmore and the 38 Geary, but there's a number for the 3rd Street streetcar. But
you got a problem with it. You got a problem with the 2 Clement.
Dude, no problem at all. Dude, with the 5 Fulton. What about the 5?
Dude, I'm a 5 Fulton head. I'm a 5 Fulton freaking head. You know what's unusual about the 5 Fulton? They take a little detour on McAllister for a few blocks, which I always thought was kind of cool. They roll right down McAllister and then they go back to Fulton. I'm like, nice.
Hey, don't sleep on the 44 Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy.
Respect, bro. You're dropping a Shaughnessy on me. Shout out the dude. I think there's one that goes up by the Cow Palace. I'm dead serious. Isn't there like a oh god, I forget the number, but there is a bus I think that says Paul on it somewhere.
Yes, there is Paul Avenue. Yes.
I'm taking the Paul to the Shaughnessy. By the way, or why aren't we talking N Judah? Let's show some respect. Or the J Church, dude. The J Church. You know what I mean?
So it's got to be a number. So I think the streetcars are letters and the buses are numbers. I think.
Yeah, you got your Judas, your J Churches. You know what I mean? Like and by the way, shout out to
Paulie, the El Taraval, dude. The El Taraval, dude. Come on.
Nice. What's the one that rolls down? There is a bus that's on Haight Street, right? Is that called the Haight?
Yes. But I'm looking up the 3rd Street Muni line. It is the T line. The T line.
Tom Peralta called it at the same exact time. The T line runs down 3rd. Yeah, there you go.
What did you say? The Fillmore, isn't it? Fillmore's the 22 Fillmore, right?
22 Fillmore. No, I was saying, isn't there a line that runs down Haight Street too?
Oh yeah, I believe so. I believe
called the Haight. I think it's called the something Haight. I think.
God, I should know the number. I should know the number on that. Let's see. I'm looking at it real quick, Paulie. Stand by. That is the 7 Haight and the 33 Ashbury. Okay.
Yeah.
All the 43 Masonic, dude. Come on. See,
respect to the 43 Masonic. You can get a lot done on Masonic, dude. You cut all the way across town. Yeah.
Back to Longbridge Pizza. I was going to share this.
I know. Sorry, Neil. We're talking city matters, though. People, you know what? In all reality, some folks might take the 5 Fulton to get downtown to then transfer to get over to Longbridge Pizza. You know what I mean?
Yes. And also you can take Caltrain if you live on the peninsula or in the South Bay. Take Caltrain and get off on 22nd Street and walk 7 minutes from 22nd Street Station to Longbridge Pizza on 3rd Street. And if you can see right now, I'm just giving a little bit of pizza porn there. Tomorrow are the squares, the Detroit style square pizzas. Look at that freaking, and I love the post that says level up your pizza game. Sourdough crust.
Oh my God.
Crispy corners, deep flavors. There it is. The LBP squares right there.
Thank you, Neil Denardi, and thank you, Longbridge Pizza. I'll let the final word go to Robot Center, who's back on the chat. He goes, I can't wait to get that pie in my mouth.
Yeah, dude.
Perfectly said. Final word on San Francisco Muni, and then we'll go to Particle Land and we'll say goodnight. The night that Tony, we got thrown out of Kate O'Brien's years ago when we were throwing beer at each other. True story. That night, I walked up to Market Street and I took the 38 Geary home because I was living on where was that? I think it was on Baker at that point. But at that point, I just took whatever. The bus came and I got on it. And dude, I was drenched in beer. So when I sat down on the bus, people were actively getting up and like moving away from me and like looking at me like, oh, that poor man, that poor guy. Like, and I was drenched, bro. I was drenched. I smelled like a brewery, but I still remember like the horror on people's faces when I came on the bus. They're like, oh my God, like people gasped. I was so smelly and wet. It was quite the visual.
I think it's a good way to like gain a thicker, tougher exterior is by riding, major metropolis public transportation.
I've said this before. I have no problem with San Francisco Muni. None. I used it for freaking years, man, getting around the city.
Did Baker have it? The Baker didn't have a bus line, right?
No, but that's where I would pick up the 5 Fulton. They would roll right down McAllister, which was my cross street. So I could just, oh, dude, there's a Turk bus too. There's a Turk. I forget the number, but there's a Turk. Yeah, there's a Turk bus.
It goes right by USF. It does.
Totally, man. Good fun session on Muni tonight. And speaking of, what's the name of the line that runs to Particle Land, Tony? Because that's where we're going.
Well, the name of the line that runs to Particle Land, 1 second. I just want to, our new brewery partner, Standard Deviant, where we're having the PMP hang for opening day. They have a beer called Hop On Muni, which is a great West Coast IPA, which is a great beer. So Hop On Muni, Standard Deviant. We'll be talking about them on Friday. But Paulie,
hold on, time out. Sorry.
Okay.
Pause my guy with the ears. Noemi is coming and going, guys. That's the 31 Balboa. That's a phenomenal call.
31.
Phenomenal call. Forgot about the 31, the Balboa. There's another one. You got so many options, so many freaking options in the Richmond. Great call, Noemi. And then Rex, I got you. Scott Muni, legendary New York City DJ. Great call. Can we get to, I saw a Super go by. I think it was
I just noticed a couple of Supers.
I saw a Super. So let's do the Super and then Particle Land. Then we say goodnight.
Yeah, this is Dub City, and Dub City's a Super. There's 2 Supers. Dub City is checking in, and he says, randomly heard Uptown Girl the other day in the immortal words of Paulie. Didn't ask for her, don't want her. # Joel hates.
I'm with you. Me and you, Dub City, all freaking day. Uptown girl, she's been living with the uptown world. I'm like, this is the biggest pile of S I've ever seen. And I really do feel that way, Dub City. Didn't ask for her, didn't want her, don't need her, and hope to never see her again. You can add those hashtags too. And thank you, Dub City, very much. Always a pleasure.
What about bottle of red, bottle of white?
Hate its guts. Hate it.
Bottle of red.
How about this obnoxious one? Captain Jack will get you high tonight and all that. It's like, bro, oh my God, dude. Captain Jack, get the F out of here with Captain
Paulie,
Jack.
we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world.
That one stinks too. I'm sorry. I mean, he wrote a couple good songs here and there. I'll give him some love, but still, by and large, I can't help him. I just can't.
Sure. Yeah. It's hard to believe that he and Christy Brinkley were not married. That's pretty wild.
I'll tell you right now, pick up an instrument, kids. It leads to good things. You know what I mean? It really don't. Look at Rick Ocasek, dude. Paulina Poroskova or whatever. I mean,
Poroskova. Yeah.
You ever take a good look at Ocasek? Dude, he was like the Walking Dead, man. He was like milk white, like 6'6". He was a total freak. And
if you could rank Adam's apples, he's probably number 1.
He's got a great one. Rest in peace, too. Rest in peace, Rick Ocasek. I'm sorry.
Sorry, me too, man. Super talented dude. And Stevie Grosh is the final Super of the night. He says, just take a Lime scooter. # 29 sunset.
We've all got our totally. We all have our preferred lines, man. I'm a 2 Clement guy. I'm a freaking Balboa guy. I'm a 5 Fulton guy. Anyway,
I was a 38 Geary head.
Dude, Dirty 8, man. The freaking Dirty 8.
Yep. I took it to KMBR. I would take it to KMBR when I worked there from the Richmond district. Come
100%. On. I used to take Muni to KMBR too. I swear to God, back in the old days. Yep.
Oh, let's take Muni to Particle then, Paul, if you don't mind.
Thank you.
to Particle Land.
Hell yeah. So good. I say it a lot and I mean it every time. We have the best audience out there, man. It's just I love you guys are amazing. And thank you. If anybody has any artistic contributions like that, send them in. Chances are we'll share them with the group, and you can always reach us pollyspod@gmail.com. Tomorrow, Kerry Crowley joins us. We'll talk separately.
Come on, man. Come on.
Did you see the bear at the bottom dancing? Did you see that?
Yes, dude. That's the freaking best. Oh, God. All damn day.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. Particle Patton, you are the man. Hope to see you on the 25th, if possible. That goes for all of you. Please do RSVP, as Dom has requested. And tomorrow, Kerry Crowley talking Giants. We will set up the music assignment with Groschel. We'll give you the assignment tomorrow, and then we'll bring him on the show Friday. Tony, thank you for everything. Thank you, Arkansas Dave. By the way, dude, you know who we haven't seen in a couple of weeks? I'm getting pangs of like guilt and sadness. Where's Doug in Japan? You know what I mean? Where's Doug in Japan? It's been a while. I'm getting a little antsy for Doug. Anyway, what?
Also, Paulie, Napa dude, former, I guess we could call him a musical assignment alumni.
Yeah. You talking about David?
Yeah, David set up our meeting. You don't even know this yet. We have a meeting next week with his buddy Miggy, who is in Madrid, Spain, about talking
beautiful.
How to feed the algorithm. So,
dude, shout out to Miggy Pop, my new nickname for him, Miggy Pop. And please get me to Madrid, Spain as soon as possible. I want to go to Spain. I want to drink sangria. I want to hear Spanish guitars. I want to take siestas. I want the whole thing. People say Spain is some of the most beautiful land in the world, really, and I hope to get there someday. All right, Tony, thank you for everything. Miriam and Robot Centaur, of course, Patty, Rags, Badges, all of y'all, Don Peralta, thanks for everything. Patty from Napa and Lake Havasu. Everybody, thank you guys for supporting the show. What's up, S1? Good to see you, brother. Arkansas Dave, Groschel, Sweet Mad Hatter, all of y'all. Red Zone. Tony, take us home with all your bells and whistles, if you
Yeah, I will, man. In numerology, it's just episode 280, and just there's only 180. That's all.
You take that one, and I'll say there's only 128, and we can end it like that.
Nice, dude. Nice. That's a great call. So, Paulie, here we go.
Best.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business time.
And then, of course, Diamond Dave.
Fun show tonight, guys. And thank you again to Robot Centaur, Mr. Fareed, and thank you to Mr. Rags. That's Christian Nareg in Florham Park, New Jersey, the Garden State. And okay, that's it, guys. Go get some rest. And thanks for supporting the show tonight. Thank you on Instagram. Thank you on Twitter. Thank you, Cron4. And we'll see all of y'all high noon tomorrow with Kerry Crowley talking Giants baseball. Cheers, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Peace, everybody.